Hey guys, today I'm gonna explain you the basic understanding of chillers, interchiller system, why it was not possible. Some of you were thinking it wasn't possible, which is actually possible. I'm gonna explain you the issue on the OEM style, and then I will explain you how we resolved it. So this is usually a regular car, older ones, or any AMG platforms with a water to air intake manifold or charge cooler. The way it works, you have an intake manifold or charge cooler. I say intake manifold because it's a manifold in B58 and S58. So your coolant goes through the pump, from pump to the heat exchanger, radiator in front of the car, and it goes back to your manifold. So you basically your fluid, and then you cool down your charge cooler, right? So what BMW did on G series cars is, instead of using a AC condensator, they started, instead of making it old school radiator way, they started cooling this down with the same coolant that's returning from intake manifold, and it's going into your condensator. Now, what the issue here is, you already heat up your fluid, and then this generates a lot of heat too for your AC. Remember that. So you get it even more hotter, and then you pump it through heat exchanger, goes back to intake manifold. So what we did with our chiller system is, you basically bypass this. You don't touch the OEM circuit. You just bypass your intake manifold. So the system still works. Your AC actually starts working more efficient because it gets colder, easier, because you don't have the intake manifold in the circuit anymore. So what we do, we supply you an external pump. Okay, pump, and then you go to our chiller, and we have a bleeding tank. I'm not going to include it here. That's how our system works. We give you the pump and we give you the chiller. So you don't use this pump anymore. And we will supply you everything for the kit. We give you the chiller, we'll give you the pump, we prep and harness, you tap into the transmission harness, it withdraws only 5 amps. And we give you the quick connects, like it's male to male, so you can do this bypassing, very simple. Everything comes with quick connect pre-crimped. We supply you some extra clamps and quick connects as well. And that's pretty much it, and this is the most effective way. The only problem on S58 cars is spacing, because we can't give you a set spacing where to install it. On some cars, M2 has huge room in front of the crash bar or behind the crash bar. Unfortunately, M4 and M3 is very tight, and also people, they wanting to have a chiller in their cars are like 99% modified already. It's either top mount or has different intakes. So on S58s and B58s, you need to kind of know where you want to install the chiller box. I'm talking about this box. So that is the only issue. You need to figure out where you want to install it, and then everything else is super simple. To route the pipes, to route the hoses, we'll supply you silicone hoses. We have a Huracan kit here. I can show you as an example. Just like that, we supply you the silicone hoses. We'll supply you the bleeding tank. We'll supply you the pump that sits right here. And then give you some brackets for the chiller. This is the chiller. Yeah. This is a very long line because it's for a Huracan rear engine. So in BMW, it's a lot shorter. and the brackets. All right. And we have the chiller bolt-on for many models, including TRX, Hellcats, F-Series, F90, M8, F80s. They're super simple to install. And we have universal kits too if anyone is interested. Again, our chiller, it doesn't need to be cut or crimped into your AC lines. It's direct bolt on. It clips onto your service ports, which is patented by us. It's super simple to install. And we have it for Audi guys too. V6 supercharged cars, SQ5. I believe it fits a lot of other Audi models too. Thank you.